Hello, Vicky. It's nice seeing you again after our first session last week.
You as well.
Okay, so how are you feeling this week compared to last week from our past discussion? Are you still feeling paranoid or in anxiety?
Always.
Okay.
It's definitely gotten a little bit better. I only freaked out on the kids in our neighborhood once this week.
And that's good compared to how it usually is too.
Yes, they always ding dong my doorbell and I just get so panicked and I rush into my room and I lock my door and I stay there for the whole night pretty much. But it's gotten a little bit better and the voices that are always talking to me have been a little dulled down.
Okay. And that was one thing that we did mention in our first meeting with you having paranoid schizophrenia. You said that you've had it for the past 9 years, is that correct?
Yes.
Okay. And it does make it hard for you to interact with other people because you do get some paranoia and anxiety, is that correct?
Yes.
Okay. So last week we discussed on you just focusing on your well-being and being able to handle some of the paranoia or anxiety that you get whenever you go outside of your house.
Mm-hmm.
How do you feel that has been working since the last time we talked?
Well, I still know that the cameras are everywhere.
Okay.
Everywhere.
Okay.
I know that people are still looking at me. And I was at the store and he tried to sell me an Alexa.
Uh-huh.
And why would I ever want somebody listening in on my conversations? They're just gonna get me in trouble.
Okay.
That's an invasion of our privacy. I don't know why they're even allowed in our homes. As if that's not enough. So I was very distraught about that and just about technology, but it's been getting a little bit better.
Just taking a breather when you're starting to feel the anxiety build up, correct?
Yes. I was able to go to the store.
Oh,
like
that's
we
really
mentioned.
good. Yeah.
Yep, my friend was with me. I know that people are watching me on the cameras, which I was not impressed about, and I wore a ski mask. But we were able to do that. People got too close to me and I kind of freaked out a little bit, but
Okay.
I did what you said and I just did the 5 things to make me calm.
Uh-huh. And how did that work out for you?
It definitely helped. I would say that people are still out to get me, but I don't feel as endangered as I was before all the time.
Okay, that's good. That's a really big step for you. So you did discuss with me the last time that we met that you do have a sister that does come around and visits you and just hangs out with you, could be because you guys are close, you know. Did she go with you to the grocery store or did you go alone?
My friend who goes here as well actually went with me.
Oh, okay.
My sister wasn't able to come.
Okay.
I think she's mad at me again, but
And did you speak with her about that?
no. She thinks that I'm trying to steal her husband, and that's crazy.
Okay. And so you guys aren't really as close as you guys were before?
No, but we'll get over it.
I believe you guys will too. Okay, so how are you with your medication? Have you been taking your medication on time, or have you, because I know they did give you medication for your diagnosis, is that correct?
Mm-hmm.
And so how have you been with your medication?
It's been a little spotty.
Did you take any medication today?
No, I'm supposed to take it at 3 p.m. So not
Okay.
yet.
Okay.
But the day where the boys were trying to come into my home and ding dong ditch and just disrupting me, I locked myself in my room, like I said, for the rest of the day, so I didn't have my medication, and then things got a little crazy in my mind. But sometimes I forget about it too.
Okay. So maybe in that situation you could do the 5 senses that we talked about. That helps you calm down. Because I feel like when you did that with the grocery store, that it's a big big deal with what we've talked about, and I think that's really good, and that could help you also just get out of the house more and interact with other people, or even handling the situation that you were in when those boys were bothering you.
Mhm.
So I think if we also work on that, that could help you get through the day even better. And we also need to figure out what we can do that would help you take your medication on time. Do you think we could create like a SMART goal together and seeing some way and how you would be able to just take your medication on time and manage it well?
Yes.
Does that sound like a plan? Okay, so for the first goal, so you, Vicky, do you agree that you would create maybe a checklist? Does a checklist sound pretty good? Like, do you need a reminder, something that would help you take your medication so you won't forget?
Alarms make me anxious.
How about if
I'm
we create?
paranoid that somebody's either listening in on me or something's gonna happen to me when I get startled.
Okay, so alarms on the phone is not a good idea.
No.
Okay, how about if we create a checklist like on a calendar for you and we could stick it on your refrigerator?
Yes.
Do you like that idea? Okay, so do you agree that you would create a Monday through Friday checklist or even on your calendar to help remind you on taking your medication daily? Does that sound like a plan?
Yes, you'll have to write it down for me.
Okay, so we could go ahead and create that together.
Yeah.
This checklist, so do you think it will be measurable by helping you track the progress on taking your medication? Maybe we could like put a little box next to the days and the time, so you can X out the box once you're done taking your medication at that time, like 3 p.m. like today.
Mhm.
Does that sound good?
Mhm.
Okay. So I believe that this goal is achievable. Do you think you'd be able to continue with this calendar, and maybe do you think it'll help make an improvement in your medication management?
I think that it will. I still might forget a few days, but if it's on the fridge or something, I also get a little distraught on what day is what sometimes.
Okay.
But I believe that it should help me
Okay.
remember. Yes.
So even if we don't put it on the fridge, maybe even right next to your bed, like in your bedroom, waking up, the first thing you look, that could be something.
Okay.
Okay, does that sound good?
Yeah, that's better.
Okay, so maybe we'll set it in your bedroom, maybe even by your door, so before you leave in the morning or when you're getting dressed, you could check to see what you have to do, like as in a little to-do list on that checklist for your calendar. Think that would be good for you?
Mhm.
Okay. So I believe that this is relevant and that this goal is worthwhile, and I think it would help meet your goal. Do you believe so?
Mhm.
Okay. And so with this, we could create our calendar for you and having it marked down on like as a checklist and the certain times and like the different days that you need to take your medication or how many times a day. And we could also discuss next week, so we could see how this week goes if you take your medication daily with this checklist.
Mhm.
Maybe you could see how it will make an impact, or if you forget, and we could also talk about it next week when we meet again, since we haven't met last week and we discussed like your grocery issue and the 5 senses. Maybe next appointment we can discuss this checklist and see if it had made an impact. Does that sound like a plan?
Yeah, I can write in my diary
Okay.
my thoughts. I usually write my thoughts during the day and whenever I get paranoid, like we
Okay.
talked about, and how I feel about it. So I can just add in when I check my medication as well to make
Okay.
sure I have.
So do you think in your diary you could also jot down how many little incidents that you've had throughout the day, how you dealt with your incidents, and if you took your medication that day, and see if anything adds up together, if that made a difference or helped contribute to any incidents or paranoia that happened?
Yeah, that
Okay.
sounds good.
Okay, sounds good. So would you like to meet next week on December 12th at 3 p.m.? Does that sound like a plan for you?
Can we do it at a less traffic time?
Okay.
Like
Would you like it more in the afternoon or in the morning?
2:03 p.m. please.
2:03.
I like odd numbers.
Okay, so 2:03.
Nope. 1:03.
1:03? Okay,
But lucky numbers.
sounds good. Is December 12th okay, or would you like to meet on the 13th?
Odd numbers.
13th, okay. Okay, so, with that being said, is there any other issues that you've had that you'd like to discuss? No? Have you made any trips to the hospital lately? Because I know you have been going to the hospital quite a bit within the past year.
Yeah.
Okay.
Not super recently. It's been about a month.
A month? Okay. Well, with that being said, I think we will meet next week, December 13th at 1:03 p.m. and discuss your checklist and how that worked with you, with your medication.
Sounds good.
Sounds good? Okay, I'll see you next week.